Hey guys, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming. Some of you know me on Twitter, The Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming at you with another Let's Play episode of Echo. Last time we concluded, Chase was having a nightmare in Leo's room, and it got pretty creepy. So it seems that there's some kind of entity here in Echo, the town of Echo, that is latching on to a few of the residents. That's just my guess. Because it said, he's mine, which he's talking about Leo. At least I think he is. So, without further ado, let's get right back into it and try to unravel more of this mystery, shall we? Yeah, and as we left off, they came up upon some person on the side of the road. So we're gonna see where this leads. She's standing in the dirt that separates the road and the field in front of a broken and rusted barbed wire fence. I think that's Janice. I look over at Leo and he seems concerned, his brows furrowed as he carefully steers the car right up next to the coyote. Oh, maybe she's part of Jenna's family. I can see why. She's crouched over, elbows on her knees, staring at the ground. Roll down your window, Chase. I do as he says, struggling a little with the old crank handle. The hell is she doing out here? We come to a stop next to the coyote, kicking up some dust. I don't know. Hey! Leo leans over me and smiles out at Janice, who's still looking at the ground. Everything all... Leo's voice cuts off in a weird choking sound. I look at him, confused, then look back out the window and can't help myself, but I gasp. It was hard to tell from the angle and all the dust kicked up by the van, but now I can see that Janice has her pants down around her thighs. I can also see everything else. I sit back quickly and avert my eyes, looking out the window shield instead. What the fuck? Oh my god, Leo, keep going! Jenna whispers it, her voice strained. Oh, sorry, Leo stops talking and I chance a glance out the window again. Janice is looking at us now and she's smiling. It's a weird smile because it isn't touching her eyes. It's unnerving. Leo stares back. Leo, let's just go. I hiss out the side of my mouth, staring at the windshield again. He seems reluctant too, though, looking concerned. Janice, do you need some help? His tone is one you might use on a toddler or a crazy person. I don't hear her say anything, except maybe a grunt. Leo bravely keeps trying, though. We can give you a ride. Leo stops talking in time for me to hear a pattering sound, a sound I recognize well from my time as a kid pissing on the dirt roads of Echo. The van lurches forward, then resumes a smoother acceleration back onto the empty road. What the... Holy shit, what the fuck was that? I don't... Leo's frowning, looking as confused as I've ever seen him. Should I go back? No! I look back and see TJ covering his face. Maybe she could be having some kind of psychotic episode. Or maybe she just had to piss. I don't think so. Did you see the way she looked at me? She was probably just on something. Isn't everyone? No, she doesn't do stuff like that. Well, maybe she does. You never know with people. Again, Leo doesn't say anything, and neither does anyone else. We don't go back. Yeah, that was weird. I fucking told you. Leo stabs the doorbell again, frustration etched across his face. Nice house. I shift the bag I'm carrying around in my paws, trying to look through the frosted glass on the sides of the door. Maybe he's getting high? He should still be able to hear. I mean, maybe he just doesn't want to. TJ holds up his phone. He's not answering his phone either. Leo knocks on the door hard, his bicep bulging. Well, I guess breaking the door might get us inside. Leo stands back, paws on his waist as he takes a deep breath. He's determined. And I guess he should be considering he set all of this up. We should have just told him to meet us at the diner or something. Do they lock their windows? What? Leo growls. It's not like we're breaking in. His ears pinned back, a frown on his face. The wolf puts a paw on his forehead, closing his eyes. Sorry, but I think he's just asleep, and it shouldn't be too hard to just get in there and wake him up. I look over at the side of the house and see a window well. I point at it. What about that? Too small. I could probably fit. She hops off the front porch and crouches down next to the window, pushing at it. Wait, there's a security sticker here. Well, you gotta arm it first. And Carl's such a lazy ass, I know he didn't. Besides, if we set it off, we can just run. It's not like they'll show up anytime soon. Or instead of acting like criminals, we can just stay until the cop shows up. She knows us. Jenna hesitates, then pushed out the window again, but it doesn't budge. Locked. Let's try the one above it. That's too high. I'll boost you up. I think this is going a little too far. Leo ignores him and stands next to the window, before making a platform for Jenna's foot with his paws. Steadying herself with her paws against the wall of the house, Leo easily lifts Jenna and she manages to grab the ledge. Fucking hell, this is so fucking stupid! Flynn mutters next to me, but I make a point of not looking over at him. I feel for Leo. He worked hard to make this happen, and everyone is giving him a hard time over it. Jenna pushes against the window and it glides open easily. Yes! Now, I'm gonna boost you all the way up. Hold on. Careful! Like there's some kind of cheerleading duo, Leo shoves Jenna all the way up with one paw and she disappears through the window. Her bush tail is the last thing we see, until she pokes her head back through. Kitchen. I fell in the sink. Great! Now unlock the door. She disappears again and we make our way back to the front door. Leo, you're fucking crazy. If you don't shut your fucking mouth, Flynn, I'll kick you right in your vagina. Sound good? Jesus, calm your... Leo turns on him, one foot in front of the other. Flynn shuts up then, and me and TJ are left to shift around uncomfortably on the porch. Finally, we hear the door rattling and it opens. Called his name, but he didn't answer. Well, he's gotta be here. It's not like he can go anywhere. Or would want to. Ooh, nice house. Carl's house is as massive and immaculate as I remember it. It is a mansion, after all. There are a few bowls and wrappers lying around on the marble counters. I assume that's because Carl's parents aren't here to tell him not to be a slob. Yeah, Carl needs to get himself together, man. Flynn immediately heads up the stairs. Yo, Carl! I set the bag down on the table and TJ sets the cake there, too. I look over at him. You alright? Yeah, why? Just asking. How was your hike with Jenna? Alright. I wish you were there, though. Yeah, me too. I might go again in a day or two if you'd like. Sure, why not? I promised myself that that wasn't an empty promise. Well, he's not in his room. Flynn's actually looking a little worried now. Maybe he went for a walk? Carl? Walking? In this weather? Hell no. Does he have other friends? Maybe he went out somewhere. I don't think so. Well, let's do a quick sweep of the house. It's a big place. Flynn heads back upstairs, and Jenna and Leo head for the downstairs. TJ looks around the kitchen, then moves over to the living room, checking the couches. I decided to head out back. It's not just to get away from the others, since things feel unusually tense between us today. As I step out into the backyard, I'm a little surprised. It's different from what I saw it's different from when I was last here. The playset is gone, and so is the massive trampoline they used to have. The biggest shock, though, is seeing that the huge treehouse that used to sit in the old oak tree is gone. I stand there for a moment, feeling a vague sense of loss. I have too many good memories of that place. Time moves too fucking fast. After a while, I remember why I'm here and look around again. No Carl, of course, but I start walking around anyway, looking behind bushes even though I know it's stupid. While I felt for Leo, I could still see where Flynn was coming from. It would have been a way better idea to warn Carl, or just meet up somewhere else. Leo just gets carried away a little when he has his heart set on something. He probably had the whole scene planned out in his head before we even got here. Mostly, I just feel really bad for him. He's been working really hard to make this trip interesting for all of us. I think it's our fault more than anything that nothing's working out. Flynn's a dick. Carl doesn't care, Jenna's also kind of being a dick, and TJ's always into stuff that none of us are. And I'm just boring. As I round the corner of the house, I'm surprised to see Flynn standing there. He must have come out in the front. He must have come out the front door. Oh, hey Flynn, I thought you went upstairs. Flynn doesn't seem surprised at all to find me out here, which makes me think he was looking for me. I did. Wasn't there, so I thought I'd look outside. Oh, well, he's not in the back, so... I don't know why, but Flynn is making me feel awkward as hell. Is something wrong? Flynn folds his arms and leans up against the house. Well, Carl's missing, so I guess that's a problem, huh? Yeah. I tried to think of something to say. Well, I'm sure he's just hiding somewhere, or maybe he's out at the diner. Probably just got tired of being stuck in his own house. Yeah... He straightens up again and steps forward, and I don't know why, but I take a step back. You were hanging out with Leo yesterday, right? Yeah, for a little while. You spent the night there? I pause for a second to give him the hint that I'm not exactly okay with him prying like this, but I answer anyway. No, I got back to the motel at like 3. Huh. Yeah... I start to turn back around. Hey, why don't we check the basement? Chase. He's got the same tone as a disappointed parent, and that kind of pisses me off. I turn back around. What? You realize what we're doing is stupid, right? You realize what you're doing is stupid, right? Excuse me? Getting back with him during fucking spring break? Pretty stupid, right? I had a feeling that's where this was going, and now that I know for sure, I'm definitely pissed off now. How is that any of your business? How is it not? You two seem pretty okay with making it our business, right? No. He sneers at me. Cuddling up at the lake where our friend died is pretty messed up, isn't it? What? I saw you two. You know I did. So what? What does that have to do with Sydney? Hey guys, I'm gonna pause it right here. It looks like it's getting pretty heavy. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been another episode of Echo. Things are really heating up here. It's getting really strange. The horror element is really starting to ooze through. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that notification bell until the next video. I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!